Hi everyone, it's Ivy Creates again and welcome back to my channel. And for today's video, we are going to do a baby album which is 8 by 8 and 3 inches thick, and it looks like this. So this is part 1 of the video, and it will be just the base with the hinges. And I have 7 pages here, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, and the flap is half an inch high. So these are my measurements. I have two 8 by 8 of you can use a chipboard or whatever board you have, and then I have a 3 by 8. I use a breakfast essential box, or you can use cereal box or what have you. And then I use 3 for this base. I use 3 long folders, and this is how I did it. So first I just aligned it, not really aligned with the fold of the folder, just maybe like 1 centimeter or half centimeter apart. And then we are going to put another one here. So I like using the folder just because it has already a fold, so it'll be easier for us to do it. So you can also use other types of what do you call this, cardboards or whatever you have. So here I'm just going to cut this other end of the other folder, just because I will just attach the center here, and I'm just gluing this right here. I use a tacky glue, which is more which sticks more than the regular Elmer's glue, like that. And then I'm going to put a 3 by 8 here, and probably I have like an inch allowance on the sides, like that. You can also do a 10 by 10 album if you like, or 6 by 6 or 8 by 10. Yeah, so if you don't have chipboards, just use whatever boards you have at home. And for this video, I also don't have professional supplies for scrapbook or album making, so I just use whatever I have, like just regular scissors instead of cutters, and then I just use a metal ruler for scoring. And then here we are going to cut the 4 sides or the 4 corners of our album. And just make sure when you cut it, you have like a little allowance on that very, like the edge, like this. Okay, so do the same thing for 4 sides, like that. And then we are just going to glue the side right there, and then we are going to do it for all 4 sides, like that. So just make it flat, and we're going to do it for all 4 sides. So then I'm going to get another folder. This is my 3rd folder, and then I'm going to measure 7.5 inches by 11 inches, and this will be our flaps or our hinges to insert, of course, inside the album. And then we're just going to measure 7.5 by 11. So I'm just trying to straighten the folder out. And then here we have that. And then as you can see, I have lines on each side, left and right. So I measured 1 inch on both sides. So here I am drawing a line for the measurements of our hinges. So up and down, so I can have a straight line. So I have here half an inch, 1/4, and then 1/2, 1/2, 1/4, 1/2, 1/2, 1/4, until you reach the very end. Here I'm going to show you the measurements real quick. I just use the small metal roller to score it because I don't have a scoreboard. But again, if it works for you, then go ahead and do it. So this is just for us to make an easy fold for our hinges or flaps. So like just like that. Don't do it too hard because you don't want to cut the board. You just want like a very light crease. So here, like I said, this is 1/2, 1/2, and 1/4, 1/2, 1/2, and 1/4, all the way through. So like that. So that's the measurement. And then you're just gonna score everything here, including the first line. So like I said, the first line is 1 inch from the very end, from the left side and also on the other side. And then here, the way you fold it is you just need to fold, just make sure 1/2 will be the height of your flap, that is to attach your pages, right? So the 1/4 would be the space between the pages, if that makes sense. So later I'll show you once it's done. So I'm just gonna lightly fold everything here so we can easily make the flaps to attach the pages. So like that, and then we are going to attach it to the spine of our album. So like that. Okay. Right there, almost done. So there we have it. So like I said, get the 1/2 and 1/2 and glue it together on the back. The 1/4 will be the space between them. And next one for the second flap, another 1/2 and 1/2, and get the space between them. So like I said, I just used the metal ruler to score it. So I'm just gonna fold it like I said. The 1/2 inch will be your flaps. Okay, like that. So that's our like 2 pages already. And then that's our third. So 1/2 and 1/2 together. 1/4 is the space. I hope that makes sense to you now. And then you are going to glue it on the back of the fold. So yes, like that. So now, as you can see, we already have 5 pages. So that's 6, and then lastly we have 7. If you want more pages, you can extend. Instead of 7.5 by 11, maybe you can do 7.5 by 12, so you can have 8 pages. So just add 1 inch for every page that you like. Okay, and then we're just gonna glue it here from the back. So again, 1/2 and 1/2 go together, and then the 1/4, the little space there, so it will look like that, like that. Okay, so put the glue there. So we're just gonna glue everything here. Okay, like that. Alright, so I actually like doing crafts, although I don't have like a lot of professional supplies, but just for me, I just make use of whatever I have, like that. Okay, so you're folding it, glue it together. It's like an accordion, right? Okay, so I reinforce it with a paper clip that I use for sewing, just to make sure that everything is in place, like that. Okay, and then we are going to attach it to the spine of our album. So I just want to make sure that everything looks good. So now we are attaching it. We just glued. Unfortunately, I forgot to videotape how I glued that one, but you just put the glue on the back of your flaps, and then also the wing. So just make sure everything is in place. And as you can see here, I have like a little allowance. You don't want to put it like with the very like end to end, just because you need more, like a little space, so it won't show from the outside. That makes sense. There you go. So just making sure that everything is in place, and just press it each of the flap to make sure, and also the inside, like the one that touches your spine, is the 1/4, right? So just make sure that everything is glued together. All right, next here is we're just going to make it neat and clean. We are going to cover the sides of our album just to make sure it's even, because you know the folder is a little bit thick if we are going to cover it later on, so make sure that it's even so we don't see bulk. Okay, so now it looks like this, and we're almost done. We are going to do the last step. This is just for the base, and I have part 2 of this, which we are going to attach the pages of this album. Alright, and then part 3 is for decoration. Now we are just going to put a folder here, or a board, like I said, to make it even. Okay, there you go. There. Right there. So I don't want to overlap it because, like I said, I want to make it even and flat. So we're almost done. So thank you so much, guys. I hope you really like this, and like I said, I have part 2, which is the pages, attachment of the pages of the album, and then part 3 will be the decorating of this album. So here you go. So let's look at the 4 sides of this album. This is just the base. So here you go. There. The side. This is 3 inches. And then the inside with hinges. Okay. There. 7 pages. And there you have it. So thank you so much. If this video has been helpful for you, please give this a thumbs up, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Thanks for watching.